to her choice will depend who wins. That's so odd. Like I that might not seem odd, but that's very odd. Like you think like this is the same shit that I'm talking about. Like how did Cabernet get away? She literally attacked the chief of Minos Bureau, and then he does not use his power authority to track her down. Like at least the hairdresser center made sense that she erased everyone's memories, destroys the cameras and shit like that. It kinda made sense, but this one is just like even more odd. Like your company will be destroyed because you attacked the fucking bureau head. Like that's so odd. And now you have no shackles, no strength, not even enough freedom, but you have something that can entertain her. I can give you an opponent. Walk over, dispel the chess playing figure on the other side of the board, and sit down to face with Irene.
At least you're quite courageous.
She flashes an elusive smile, then waves her hand gently. The chessboard resets, but this time all the pieces on the board have turned to familiar faces. Zoya. I have Lunibel or something, Hecate and Hela. On the white side, the chess pieces take on appearances of Hecate, Hela, Zoya, Hamel, and other shackle centers. I kind of remember that one. Oh, this one I do not have. And these are the two ones that are in this game. On the black side, Irene commands Serpent, Mess, and several blurry figures. And at the center of the chess formation are you and Irene, one white, one black.
Now, use the rules and pieces you're familiar with, and try your best to win. Come, my opponent. I look forward to your performance.
Oh, it's just same combat that we had earlier. Okay. That's that easy match.
Checkmate.
Wait, I won. What the hell? We lost 4 games in a row already, yet Irene still hasn't lost interest. She waits patiently for your move and even begins to comfort you.
You lack experience and technique, but I see some improvement in you and some strategy. Checkmate. Do you want to start over? Try another round?
The disparity in prowess is too great. You don't want to waste any more time. Serpent won't wait for you. Try to nudge Irene while she's still interested in you. You only want an opponent in chess? Why don't you come back to reality and challenge me another way? I'll be able to satisfy you more that way.
If you can't even beat me in a game of chess, you'll have even less of a chance of winning in the real world. You should try to understand your chess pieces, then understand the game of chess. Want my advice?
She reaches out and gently pushes the chess piece Hecate, who's standing in front of you on the chessboard.
First of all, every chess piece's movements abide by their own rules, just like every person's destiny is determined by their own nature. Good chess players will familiarize themselves with the rules of each piece and make good use of them.
Well, technically speaking, our character is only like 2 or 3 years old. So I don't expect him to be a chess grandmaster. He's a 2-3-year-old kid. Well, he's not a kid, but he has the mentality of an adult. But he only has the information and experience for like 2-3 years. Before that, he was kind of dead. So yeah. She points at Zoya.
A powerful chess piece, obliterating everything in its path, forming an invincible army of one. But it can only ram forward blindly, without tact or restraint. Once caught in the enemy's trap, she will quickly collapse. If you don't discard the piece in time, you'll be in trouble too.
She then points at Hamel.
A chess piece of void. She will not be attacked, even when deep in hostile territory. She heals and protects everyone without distinction. But she only follows her own rhythm and will not be controlled by you. Even if your life is on the line, she won't look back.
And she points at Hecate.
A stubborn chess piece who can unleash the ultimate strength by the king's side. But once out of her comfort zone, she becomes a useless pawn that can collapse and be discarded at any time.
He skips Hela without even looking at her and points to you.
As the king, you must stick to your ground and deploy all of the other pieces to protect yourself. Once you die, the existence of the other pieces becomes meaningless, and the whole game is lost. To win, you must observe, calculate, judge, and evaluate the situation. You need to use them to their greatest strengths, and discard them when necessary.
Well, while those are great qualities of a king, not everyone has these abilities from birth. So maybe it's easier from her standpoint to say all this, but for most people it's not going to be that easy. Not everyone is built different like her. I suppose you could learn it over a long enough period of time, but considering our character is like 2-3 years old, as I said, it's probably not gonna work. I don't like what you're saying.
I know you don't like it. If you can't even view them as pawns on the chessboard, it'll be even harder to win in real life. Just like now. As the king, you leave your safe spot to break into the enemy's line alone. You never even thought about letting them take the risk for you. That's why you're trapped here in my place.
She smiles and looks at you with icy eyes.
You!
Now that I think about it, he doesn't really. I think the only event was the hairdresser one, where like our character had even the remotest like strength to do anything on his own. Every event has been like we are either relying. We are for the most part. I'm just not gonna lie, but if we are for the most part only alive in every single event, because the opponent's sinner either not interested in killing or just has pity on us or something. Like our character is like garbage. Like I've said this before. So wait, hold on. So he went into the enemy area. So that means that the MBCC does not send him out on missions. His dumbass goes out there by himself. I always thought the MBCC was like forcing him to go out. I was like, that's a weird way of doing things. What if he dies? But it apparently is him that is deciding to just go out. No one stops him. Well, I suppose he's the chief, so it would be difficult to stop him, but whatever. Opponents 9th 119. Rather than victory, Irene cares much more about an opponent who can take a serious match.
Scrap will get dirty in this kind of place.
Red Falcon is a renowned syndicate club, whatever. Between the two of you is an unwinnable board of chess. You trapped me here on purpose. You're not looking for an opponent at all, you're just stalling time for Serpent.
I do want you to give her some more time, but I also want to see you myself.
Like it was such an obvious trap, like where would they leave a half-full ambrosia jar or whatever? I think she should have just left or whatever.
I have high expectations for you. You're a special new recruit of the 9th Agency, chief of the MBCC, and someone who is directly involved with BR004.
You know quite a lot. Since you're so interested in me, why don't we talk about why you're helping the mastermind of the sleepwalking crisis?
Why do you think?
Irene continues to look at you with a smile. She's just having this roundabout conversation for fun. Look at the chessboard. Serpent is also in the black chess camp. You never saw her as a friend. She's just one of your pawns. You want to test out the power of Ambrosia, or rather the power of the new strain of mania. You're waiting to see how far Serpent can go. You won't allow me to obstruct her until she succeeds. She seems that one can completely control and create a world in a lucid dream, while in reality Sleepwalker can also materialize their spiritual fluctuation by producing contamination. She's trying to control the world. Irene can already control the world of her dreams. If she can break through to the real world, she'd be able to use the consciousness to control reality through lucid dreaming. Is this what she wants? The greedy capitalist, the careerist, the conqueror, or the ruthless chess master?
I know how far she can go. What I want to know now is how far you can go.
She smiles as always.
Let's have another round, Chief. As long as you beat me, I will grant you your wish and bring you to her. I've told you the rules of the chess pieces without any reservation. Please entertain me thoroughly this time.